Hey, good day class. So we start with the introduction ng heating, ventilation, and ventilating air conditioning. So that is ME elective 3. So we have here the overview of our subject. So the lesson deals with the, forgive me about the spelling, okay? I'll correct that one later. So with the basic principles of concepts, definitions of heating, ventilating, air conditioning system design. So our topics mainly focuses on air conditioning, so necessity of air conditioning and methods of the systems that are introduced. So some basic schematic diagrams in order for you to madaling siyang in order for you to model the space or the design easily. So we have the basic schematic diagram. So let's move down yung, so take note. So yung take note of the notes we are providing here is you are not allowed to reproduce. This is for classroom purposes. So we have the definition. Okay, going to the definition, we have your air conditioning. So we have the define it is as the simultaneous control of temperature. So we have temperature, humidity, motion, and purity of air to attain the requirements of confined space. So the process basically is cooling. So if the desired temperature of the space lower than its surrounding temperature, so these applications used mostly on the summer. So for heating, mostly that is in during winter. Okay, so usually we have your heating here. We don't experience here below negative degrees, or but in the place in Baguio we experience not below negative degrees, but that is below already 10 to 6 degree already. That is positive, still positive temperature, but it is already 10, 6 and 5 degrees Celsius, so which is not normally not a comfort temperature for a human being, unless you are not a human being. Okay, so we have the definition. So ASHRAE, so be familiarized with the definition of this one. So you will be encounter this word ASHRAE for several of times, especially if you are in the if you are in the practice, because mostly me as also I also design, so I am a designer of HVAC system. So I mostly if I go to refer ASHRAE oftenly in order to have the codes, minimums, requirements, and standard designs to meet the requirements of the design building. So that's why the ASME, or yung we have here the defined as the American Society of Heating, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Engineers. So they set the standards. So they conduct laboratories, we call this laboratory examinations and experiments in order to come up those standards. And also practitioner engineers also contribute. Okay, so that is the actual practitioners. They contribute, they have these meetings and organizations, and they provide their overview on what they use on the design. So okay, so later on we'll be using that one. So we have the definition, also the comfort of air conditioning. So it's the process of treating the air so as to control the simultaneously its temperature, humidity, and also we have your cleanliness and the distribution to meet the comfortable requirements of occupants in the control space. So you will notice here we have your refrigeration. So that is simply the process of cooling and maintaining the temperature of space or material below its surrounding temperature. So you already taken, so I expect everybody have already its completed its subject in refrigeration system, because it's mostly required. So we have here what we do in the refrigerations. We try to we try to treat the product, industrial product, for example, food, beef, meat. Also, we do also treating the flowers, no? So it's a form of refrigeration to, just only to slow down, not to eliminate the decomposition of the material, but only to slow down the activity of the bacteria. So usually if we have, pag na slaughtered na pag nakakatay na yung baboy or yung we call it byproduct, so usually what happen is from there the bacteria starts to react the product meat, katulad ng baboy. So nag-start na nag-react yung bacteria doon. So what does the refrigeration do is, when pag nilagay mo yung meat mo doon sa ref or refrigerator o cold space mo doon, so it is subjected to lower the temperature of the meat. Also, the refrigeration is to take away doon yung we try to take away the so if we have a byproduct, so this is the meat, okay, so this is your meat. Now your meat mo ilalagay natin sa cold space, okay. So you have your coil here ng refrigeration usually, okay. So yung heat that is rejected by the meat is absorbed by the refrigerant, okay. So let's have a small recap ng natin ng refrigeration, no? So refrigerant, so those heat that is absorbed by, usually naman palagi we know from our thermodynamics and also from our physics that from the law of the physics that the heat flows mostly that is heat flows from hotter body to a cooler body, okay. So yung refrigerant absorbs the heat and it is tapon doon sa environment, sa outside space. Then you're going to compress again the superheated steam of refrigerant. You're going to compress again the superheated gas refrigerant, and then you're going to put it in a capillary. Then you're going to lower the temperature. Then you have also already here a cold na yung papasok dito, cold refrigerant, okay. So cold refrigerant will be going here. So yan ang mostly nangyayari when we have your refrigeration system. Now going back from the definition, so what we do in air conditioning is so yung refrigeration that is mostly byproduct, yung mga product of materials or industrial materials that we process. Now this time ang pinapalamig naman natin is yung air doon sa space, okay, ng room, ng office, ng malls. So doon pumapasok siya, okay. So take note, para balikan natin doon, I would like to so take note, yung bacteria, usually going back to the bacteria, so I was going back to the bacteria kanina. So usually hindi naman nawawala yung bacteria doon sa meat, so kasama siya palagi. So what happens is you going to submit the meat into a lower temperature. So yung the metabolism, tinatawag natin metabolism ng bacteria, you just only slow down the metabolism. So pinapabagal mo lang ang metabolism niya pag nilagay mo ang meat sa loob we call this, pag nilagay mo ang meat sa loob ng refrigerator natin. So you just only slow down the operation or the metabolism of the bacteria. So not totally eliminating. So sasabihin natin, ay wag mo na ilagay sa ref kasi wag ilagay natin sa ref para hindi mabulok. So usually that is the basic explanation. Ilagay mo sa ref para hindi siya mabulok. But actually para hindi madali, ang basic explanation is ilagay mo sa ref para hindi siya totally madaling mabulok, because the lahat ng materials natin we have are already exposed to bacteria. So yung metabolism lang ng bacteria ang pinapabagal natin ng pag-react niya doon sa product nyo. Okay, then we have definition for industrial refrigeration. So is a refrigeration for process and preservation of foods, removing heat from chemical to petroleum and petrochemical plants. So we have also metabolism. So definition is the process the body uses to convert energy into food, heat, and work. So we have the application of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. So we have your industrial air conditioning. Industrial area conditioning is the type of air conditioning that provides at least a partial measure of comfort for workers, hostile environments, and also for maintaining the required conditions of the material processing. So mga industrial air conditioning, so makikita yan when you do practice na. So we have yung different manufacturers. So one na nakita na before I was experienced, that is yung paggawaan ng mga gamot. So manufacturing of call this medicine, so you need a confined space. So continuing now class, so we have so after the industrial, so usually yung sa pumapasok kasi sa industrial air conditioning, we have yung manufacturing ng foods also. So paggawaan ng mga I call this paggawa ng mga cheese, beverages. So when you say beverages, mga Cokes, Coca-Colas, Pepsis. So there are part that they need to air conditioning the space. And also electronics parts. So you need also to control the space to avoid the moisture doon sa mga electronic parts. So that was one of the application for industrial. Now for residential air conditioning, usually sa mga bahay natin, residentials, so that one of the application of also of to provide human comfort. So especially mas masarap ang tulog mo if you are malamig or you do not experience yung nagpapawis ka while sleeping. So one way is that air conditioning take away all those heat. So mapapansin nyo yan na ganun ang nangyayari. So yung pawis nyo usually hindi nawawala doon sa space, hindi nawawala doon sa katawan ninyo. There will be an always heat rejection from a human body. So those heat and those perforations, so yung pawis niyo, so kaya nga one of the basic explanation is yung kung bakit tawag dito, you will notice that pag nagpapawis tayo when we are inside an air conditioning room, sabi nyo ay mas maganda ka sa air conditioning room kasi hindi ka papawisan. But in better explanation for that one, hindi ka papawisan ka pa rin, but the thing is that yung pawis mo were already converted into a vapor. So a vapor which is already evaporated to the space. So I'll just show you explain. Usually class, if you are yung one person where sa isang confined space, if you ikaw yan, and this is your confined space, okay, so usually yung tao, always we have a continuous, we have your continuous, we have your continuous rejection of heat. Because continuously class, we have your metabolism. So those metabolism, we produce different kind of heat. So especially if you, so you will notice that later on I will tackle that one. So yung heat na nire-reject ng tao, heat rejected by tao, or the work done depends on the work done depends on the activity ng tao. So let's say yung heat ng activity ng tao, which is yung sitting, walking, running, so lahat ito have a different type of heat rejected, which is magkakaiba, hindi sila magpapareho. So mapapansin nyo rin naman yan, tawag dito, pag nakaupo tayo, so you will, tawag dito, mapapansin nyo yung katawan nyo, yung body temperature nyo, we're different body temp, okay? So it depends on how much the activity ng tao. So usually if we go, papasok tayo sa air conditioning space, it depends on ano activity natin. There is a continuously rejection of heat. So also at the same time rejection of tawag ng moisture. So we reject a moisture. So those moisture, so kung mapasok ka sa air conditioning space, those moisture were evaporated. So mapupunta na siya, mag-evaporate na siya sa space. Then it will, then you will feel comfort. Kasi one way ng isang tao, one of the natural way natin na by means of to cool yung katawan natin is by means of perspiration. So yun yung pagpapawis. So mapapansin niyo, every time na mainit yung katawan natin, we eventually have a perspiration. So that is the way of means of cooling the body. So, pag pinawisan tayo, usually when we go to an air conditioning space, so that evaporates. So, sumasama na siya sa hangin. And those hangin na yan, so mapapansin nyo, we have your coil here. So, dadaan siya doon sa coil ng air condition. So, papalamigin na naman yung hangin. Tatanggalin yung humidity. So, that is the vapor ng hangin. So, it will be removed. So, mapapansin nyo, sa air condition, tawag dito, we have your condensate drain. So madalas yan kahit sa sa mga split type and window type. So later on we'll talk about split type, what is the split type and window type sa condensate drain. So in this condensate drain, makikita nyo there is a droplet of water here. So yan yun yung ito na yung liquid we're already absorbed on the space. It is condensed on the coil of the copper coil of the refrigeration, and it is poured down on the condensate drain. So mapapansin nyo, ito yung tawag natin dito, ito yung usually yung pawis ng tao or pawis ng person plus the moisture ng hangin doon sa loob ng space. So it is taken away by the air conditioning and put it outside the building. So if you will try to you can also taste this one, yung tubig na lumabas dito, try to taste it. So it is a purely liquid, so you will notice, sir, bakit hindi maalat? So because mapapansin niyo yung alat ng, kasi usually pawis natin, if you're going to taste that one, maalat talaga yung pawis ng human person. But ang nangyayari kasi, yung alat o yung asin, yung sourness nun, we're already naiwan na doon sa human skin. So kaya itong purely ito, which is H2O, malinis na siya usually, and you can recycle it and use for other purposes. So in malalaking industrial places, or let's say mga malls, hotels, so they try to kino-collect nila ito uli, yung they have a collection. So lahat ng mga rooms were collected in a storage tank. So they can use this storage tank, so they can use this water to so pwede nilang gamitin pa uli sa mga toilets, tawag dito, toilets, water, we call it kitchen, okay, and they can also use it for gardening purposes. So that is one way na para you can conserve water, no? So in this lesson, later on in lesson, we can derive how much yung liquid, or not derive, but we can compute how much liquid we can get doon sa space, or how much yung load mo. So we can compute how much yung liquid we can derive, and you can design how much is the size of the storage tank, and it will be economical ba or not to use it for the kitchen supplies, toilets, and garden. So usually it is merely economical kasi hindi naman siya totally na tawag dito with just only adding the supplies for your water here. So mga malalaking malls, hotels, so designers are try to do this one type of applications para makatipid yung owner. So it's one way of energy conservation, especially nowadays we're trying to to conserve energy, and this is one way para makapag-conserve ka ng energy by means of yung condensate ray ng mga air conditioning units mo. Okay? So for naman, so we have air conditioning for commercial buildings, so provide comforts for those occupying commercial buildings, okay, such as department store, theaters, hospitals, office, motels, hotels, and others. So yan, we have your mga offices, so makikita nyo naman. So lahat naman siguro sa inyo nakapunta, so I hope lahat naman sa inyo nakapunta na ng mall, so you will not be ignorant what are these department stores, theaters, and also yung hospital, offices, and hotels. Motels, I'm not sure kung lahat nakapunta na ng motel, no? Okay. And so offices, hospitals, so okay. So mapapansin nyo, we have your Robinsons in SM. So they are in the form of centralized air conditioning. So that will be defined as centralized, yung tawag natin na centralized air conditioning. Centralized air conditioning. Okay. So that is simultaneously supplying the fresh air at the same time sa buong building with ducted siya. So that is ducted type. Okay. So later on we will be designing this one also. So the sizing of the fans, tapos sizing of fan coil units. So we'll talk about that later, fan coil units, and also yung mga ducting sizing. Okay. So dito pumapasok yan mostly lahat. Okay. So let's move on. Okay, so also we have air conditioning for vehicles, so provides comfort to the passengers, buses, cars, trains, aircrafts, and others. So lahat naman nakasakay na ng eroplano. I hope lahat nakasakay na ng eroplano, no? And also sa lahat nakasakay na rin ng van. I hopefully lahat naka-experience na ng malamig na hangin sa mga vans and sasakyan. And also buses, also we have also that one, yung buses na mayroong air conditioning. So I hope sana lahat naka-experience na. So that will be providing you comfort while traveling, no? So we have here the questions why we need to air conditioning the air. So we have one. So air conditioning has become imperative reason for several reasons. So we have an accident. One is second is we have an accidentable high internal summer air temperatures may result from solar heat gains if the building is not provided with refrigeration. So we have yung rays of sun. Okay, so usually mainit yan. When I was working in Dubai, so usually the temperature there is already in 40 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius, and the relative humidity, so this is the ambient temperature, ambient niya, and we have your RH or relative humidity niya o yung alinsangan niya, we're mostly nasa 80%, and sometimes it reaching to 90%. So super alinsangan siya. So yung mainit na temperature, and also maalinsangan siya, that is yung tawag dito ang pakiramdam niya. So when I was first nag set foot doon sa area, so when unang baba ko sa aeroplano, so it's difficultly, kala ko tambutso ng aeroplano where parang nagbabackfire sa aero, but actually yung pala talaga yung ambient temperature. Napaka very uncomfortable talaga siya. So maybe one of you will be working there, so at least you have the idea. Okay, very uncomfortable. So that's why mostly doon napakalakas ng bintahan ng mga air conditioning units to provide human comfort sa tao. And the heat gain, then we have also the heat gain, no? So the heat gain during the building from the people, lights, electricals, catering, and mechanical equipment produce uncomfortable air temperature for occupants. So heat gain from the people. So yung katulad niya sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. So we have yung people, yung tao also produces heat, okay, depending on the type of your activity. Now yung ilaw, so we have your lights. So ilaw nyo, we have your ceiling here, and you have your lights. So makikita nyo, we have your wattage there. Wattage niya 90 watts, 90, 190. So those were already supplied by electricity dito, then those were produced by means of heat rejected nila. So that is what comes in usually comes out. So yung heat supplied ng or heat or not by the power supply by the electricity to produce the light. So we have also converted those one. So inire-reject din yun doon sa space. Rejected din yung heat na yun. So ideally kung ilan yung wattage, so we try to kung ilan yung wattage ng ilaw, ideally we use that wattage to reject the heat by means of yung 90 watts. So that's why yung nga natin from the thermodynamics, di ba? Yung law yun? Thermodynamics. We have your thermodynamics law. So we have defined it that the heat cannot be created. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. If you can still remember that one, it can only be transformed from one form into another. So it can only be transformed from one form to another. Okay, So, yan yung definition that in our thermodynamics, where you mapapansin mo, we have here, we supplied an electrical power here. We supplied an electric power dito. Then those electric power by means of electricity, we try to convert it by means of ilaw, so light. Then those light rejected heat. So, yun nga, energy cannot be created nor be destroyed. It can only but transform into light, and those light is transformed into heat rejected. Okay, so that is the one money. If I can still remember, this is Clausius' statement, no? Okay. So much for that one. Let's go back. Also, mechanical equipment. Okay, so mechanical equipment. Katulad ng anong mechanical equipment, we have one is yung electrical motor. So electrical motor, you supplied electrical power, and those electrical power is converted into rotary motion, and those rotary motion provide, you produce a torque. Okay, and those torque is converted into a mechanical work. Kung ano man mga equipment na pinapagala mo, you have your mechanical work. Okay, you produce a mechanical work. So let's say kung ito yung motor mo, and this is your gearbox, diba? Okay, this is your gearbox and this is your electric motor. Now, so the friction generated by this motion, so usually friction yan. So the friction generated by the motion with the lubricant and mostly, or metal to metal contact lubricant. So this is lubricant or metal to metal contacts. So this produces heat. Okay, so that's why nakakasama siya doon sa load ng air conditioning natin. So it produces heat. So it produces heat doon sa space natin. So that's why kasama pa rin siya. Then also mga we have yung kitchen equipment. So we have your kitchen equipment, mga gas stoves, gas ranges. So pag nagluto ka, so that is by means of you have your gasol here, then you supply it here, so it convert into a combustion. So those combustion produces heat. Okay? So that is part of also the air conditioning load natin, no? Pag especially ito yung pumapasok sa mga industrial kitchen. Okay? So yun siya. Then also we have yung water heater. Okay, so usually water heater also rejected heat. We have also rejected heat. And also yung refrigerator mo, because we have your compressor there, also this one rejected heat in order to cool the space doon. So refrigerator. So that is the other produces yung and also we have your computers, you have your laptops. cell phones, so mga electronic equipment. So this one also all produces heat pag ginagamit natin. And sometimes kahit nakapag-relax siya, it also produces heat. Kasi nagpa-function pa rin yung system niya in order them to function properly, they need to consume power. So which is yung power mo nanggagaling sa electricity or in a form of a battery. So continuing, no, let's go in high-rise building. So we have also prevailing wind pressure may preclude opening of the windows to provide necessary ventilation. So okay, so high-rise building, usually we have in a high-rise building, nangyayari kasi if you have this one, yung building nito, okay, so we have your fan AHU here. So later on AHU, so that is stands for air handling unit. Later on we'll talk about this one, we'll explain air handling unit. So this one provides the ventilation for every room. Okay, so usually in these places high velocity air is tumatakbo dito sa high-rise building natin. Okay, so which is called high-rise building. So we have your floors here. So those prevailing winds so does not provide human comfort do sa tao. So usually we try to enclose the space as necessary. So kung bubuksan mo lang bintana yon, it does not provide great comfort sa human, for comfort for humans. So that's why we try to provide centralized air conditioning to supply the air doon sa bawat rooms para ma-maintain yung velocity and also yung cleanliness ng hangin. Okay, then we go to occupy. So one of the reasons with occupied areas cannot be satisfactorily supplied with enough fresh air by natural ventilation. So yun. So one of that one yung high-rise building. And also pag if you have your let's say you have your basement. So usually basement, if this space is a basement, so kung ito ay lupa na, okay, so there is no way na maipoprovide mo ng magandang ventilation space. Kahit lagyan mo pa ng mga bintana dito or somewhere here or but there's still wala siyang circulation of air but to supply a ventilation and a cool air on the space by means of an air handling unit or a fan coil unit. Okay, so that is one way for ventilating and cooling a basement. So kasi hindi natin talaga siya malalagyan ng bintana. Okay, then road traffics, aircraft, train, noise close to the building will cause too much disturbance if the windows were open. So a building has to an air seal from the external environment to limit the noise penetration and consequently requires mechanical ventilation and possibly refrigeration. So we have yung because of traffic, if yung building mo, okay, so this one, if katabi ng mga kalsada or train somewhere here, your noise will affect the human comfort. If this is a hotel, no, so could you imagine na lang kung everyday yung mga noises ng mga busina ng mga sasakyan. So if you were staying here, kung naririnig mo siya, or let's say this is condo unit, so it is a very uncomfort for the human staying here. So magigising ka na lingaw-ngaw ng mga busina ng sasakyan, especially in Manila. So marami mga sasakyan. So ini-airtight or seal-tight talaga yung building in order to avoid the noise caused by the mga sasakyan. Okay? External air pollution requires that the building be sealed. So again, so katulad sa Manila, so we have too much pollution here. Then we try to clean the air muna. Okay, so we have also close control of internal atmosphere required for manufacturing process such as pharmaceutical. Okay, so katulad yung sinabi ko kanina, pharmaceutical, electronics, nuclear components, and paper cotton production. And also we need to air condition, so we have to secure, in order to secure the containment of radioactive processes, materials required that are possible leakage to contaminate air and thus eliminated. So full mechanical control of internal environment becomes necessary, both the process for personnel. Then katulad yung mga paggawaan ng mga nuclear power or nuclear powered plutonium. So we need to control the environment. So we have also shop, hotels, commercials, buildings which cater customers' needs and may be air conditioned for the comfort and marketing advantage competitors. So usually kung ano ba, when we say maganda naman yung mostly mas madaming pumapasok ng mga tawag dito, mga customers, if your place is, yung ambience ng place mo is maganda, so malinis, so it's a one way of advancement nung siyempre kung ikaw lang sa isang lugar, ang restaurant mo lang ang merong air conditioning that provides human comfort, so mostly lahat ng compared to other na tipong ventilation, especially kung mainit na area, and mostly lahat ng tao ay pupunta sa iyo in order to avail the comfort and para magandang kumain. Okay. And also in tropical countries, buildings of vehicles and cars are air conditioned out of necessity. Okay. So close control of internal atmosphere is required for storage, display of works, arts, antiques, furnitures, fabrics, paintings, and archives. So mga museums. So in order yung ma-preserve yung, especially yung mga matatagal na ng mga painting, you need to preserve yung space in order para hindi magkupas yung mga niya, because to avoid the moisture contact. Okay. So that is, pag nagkontakan siya ng moisture, nagpipade yung kulay. So that is one way we need to condition the space. And also to for sterilize the condition necessary for healthcare purposes. Okay, so para malinis ang hangin, to avoid the dust. So sa mga we call this hospital. Okay, so to provide a human comfort in a healthcare unit. Okay. So we have here simple schematic diagram of a simple centralized air conditioning system. Okay. So we have here your outdoor air. So mapansin niyo dyan, we have from here going to outdoor here, going to air washer, then reheat. So air washer, so we try to remove here yung heat ng then going to reheater, iinitin yung hangin, then supply to the conditioning room. Then you have your exhaust, then recycle yung hangin, recirculated. So we talk about this later kung bakit nire-recirculate, but it is one form of way para makatipid siya. Okay, so later on we're going to compute that one. So from here, the air washer, we have your evaporator for refrigeration. So we have your compressor. So from here, you taken away the heat, then superheated gas, compressor, then compress it, then you condense, then you have your expansion valve, then sa taas you have your cooling tower. So this is the typical schematic diagram. So sometimes this is only a fan, so you have your fan there inside. Okay, and also we have a schematic diagram for a single variable air temperature condition system with recirculated room air. So we have your fresh air grill, okay, then fresh air damper. So this is a single line diagram. We have your mixed air. So we'll be talking about yung mga itsura ng grill na ito and also yung damper later on as we go along. Then we have your air filter, so used to remove the dust. Then we have your cooling coil, papalamigin mo siya. Then you have yung mapansin nyo, you have your reheater coil, so if required kung i-reheat mo yung hangin. So it depends naman kasi the system. So kung tag-init, you need to you need the cooling coil. Pero pag tag-init, taglamig, so you have a heater coil in order to cool the space, paiba-iba yung requirement ng environment doon sa lugar. So it depends. So mostly naman sa atin dito, we in the Philippines, mostly we have only the cooling coil lang kasi we have the wala naman tayong nagni-negative na temperature dito. Okay. May exception sa Baguio siguro, they need to have a heater coil because that is for human comfort. Kung umaabot ng 6-10 degrees Celsius, so you need a heater coil. Then a fan, supply air fan, you're going to supply it in the conditioned space. Then you have your exhaust air fan, so that is tinatapon siya palabas. Because why we need to exhaust the air is because those air inside the room will already contaminated and must be rejected outside. So tulad na nga we consume ng tao, we consume CO2, we consume oxygen and we reject the CO2. So usually yung space will be filled with CO2 kung hindi natin siya i-reject, which is uncomfort doon sa tao, masusuffocate. So in order to have we call it fresh and clean air, okay, so we have to exhaust that one. So mapapansin nyo, we have our circulate here, babalik doon. So we try to circulate the air because we're trying to minimize the cost. So usually dito ay malamig na siya, then you have to recirculate, so you can have and mix it in the mixing box, so you will have a cost efficiency, para makatipid ka. From dito, you're going to supply and mix it with hot and cold. So usually kung ito magiging 34, mga 25, 26, at least you have a savings of electricity. Then here we have your rejected to the atmosphere. So later on, this is an overview. Later on we'll be talking about that one. Then we have your PLC to control. So this is yung mga HH ng mga malalaki. They are already controlled by PLC, programming logic controller, to control how much air is being supplied and how much fresh air will be taken inside the building.